Thank you for tuning in to Popcorn and Pork Rinds. This is your host, Sensei. And we're here for another What Would You Do Wednesday. Oh boy. Did I do it this time? So, let me tell you what is going on for this What Would You Do Wednesday. So basically, we've been having a heat wave. Air conditions broke. Wasn't able to really shoot. It was just uncomfortable. So, there was a submission that was submitted in through the email. And Jewel, she read it and she did the What Would You Do Wednesday. But unfortunately, not going to be able to use it. And the reason why I'm not going to be able to use it is because it kind of hit too close to home. Not for me, really, but I guess you could say me. But it just was something that erupted into just not worth going through. So for this, what would you do is just pretty much just going to be me just going over a few things and stuff that's gone on with the channel and, the N-word video and can non-black people raise black and biracial children and the hair one and, getting a lot of feedback from that even still to this day. I guess rightfully so. But the reason why I do this is because these are things that I feel should be brought to the forefront. These are things that I feel that maybe a lot of people are afraid to talk about, or if they have talked about it, they didn't really have anybody else outside of their little group that they talked about it with or something. I'm just trying to bring it to a bigger audience, right? So a lot of these things and a lot of the titles aren't specifically based on how I feel about something. It's based on what I've seen somebody else experience or talked about or whatever, right? And it could be you. This person that's watching this video right now, maybe I made a video where you're like, man, I didn't think of that, or I see that in a different light, or I disagree. I bring these things to the table so that way people can talk about them, so that way they can advance their thinking or whatever, right? Because definitely it's happened with me. There's a lot of these videos that I put out, I went in with a strong feeling and I came out with me thinking like, man, maybe I should change the way that I'm thinking about this, which is true, all of it, I do this because maybe somebody else will watch the video and be like, you know what, they had a really good point, or I disagree. And then you go and you explain why you disagree with that, right? So it's not, based off of any malice or, I'm just going to die on this hill because somebody thinks that I just feel this way, or basically basing it off of a title without even going and watching the whole video. These are definitely things that I'm not typing out and saying, nope, this is be all. I don't care. Whatever. Even with the N-word video, I said, nobody gets an N-word pass, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I talked to somebody else about that, and they're non-black, and they're like, this is all I know. And then we had a long, giant conversation about it, and I said, who am I to tell you what to do or what not to do? Somewhat, it was just a warning, like, hey, you know what? It might be cool around these people, but it might not be around those people that is cool, But this person I've known for damn near 20 years plus, right? So I feel them where they were coming from with that. I do want to bring more people on the channel that aren't just black or white. I want to bring Latinos on. I want to bring Asians on. I want to bring everybody on, and we can discuss these things together. We can have, conversation that is stemming from different backgrounds where we're all going to get to voice ourselves, what we think and feel about this, and we might learn something. So I don't know what else to add to this. I mean, it kind of sucks that this other video isn't going to go up. Definitely it was, I can't even really talk about it. It was that hot. And I don't mean in a good way. But thank you, Jewel, also for stepping in and doing what you do. And definitely we'll pick up this Sunday. Maybe we're going to talk about that issue that you said, the American dream. Is it a dream? Are we in a nightmare? Oh, and I also wanted to point this out. I got this shirt from a drunk guy. He peed in my kitchen. Real story. If y'all want to know about that, email me and I'll tell you. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to Popcorn and Pork Rinds. Your host, Sensei, out.